It's Mad, and today I'm going to talk about the Dual Destiny preview, the season starting December 3rd and finishing March 4th, 2025. And I've got a lot to go through, so let's go ahead and get started. We have got some shadow Pokemon that we know are going to debut. It's going to be the Regis. So the first one's Shadow Regirock. It's going to be a I'm going to be honest, I'm a little disappointed in some of these, as I think as shadow units they're going to be more useful, but all in all, still a little disappointing. The Shadow Regirock takes increased damage from fighting grass, ground, steel, and water, and has reduced damage from fire, flying, normal, and poison. The max CP is going to be a little bit higher because it's Shadow, but these are the Regirock stats, and its weather is cloudy, and the next one is Reggie Ice. It only takes reduced damage from ice, and it takes increased damage from fighting, fire, rock, and steel. Very similar stats, though, to Regirock otherwise, and its weather is both cloudy and snowy, which is actually pretty good for at least the Northern Hemisphere. For one, it should be debuting in either December, January, or February. And finally, we have Shadow Regirock. This one is going to be by far the best for reduced damage overall. And it does take additional damage from fighting, fire, and ground, and reduced damage from bug, dragon, fairy, flying, grass, ice, normal, psychic, rock, steel, and poison. And with it having a bit higher attacks and ability to take a lot more reduced damage, this one can be potentially a little bit more viable in PvP, but if you're going to be using this to begin with, you're kind of going to be trying to use this with under 1500 CP because it could just take massive damage with not being Shadow. But with being at Shadow, it will do a little bit more damage and might be useful fully maxed out. But still, overall, it's still a massive, annoying tank. And with it being Shadow, at the very least, you could potentially get 100 CP, but that's not what you're looking for PvP, anyways. Next is going to be the Dual Destiny new raid units. As you can see here in the video. And from the video, we have Reshiram and Hoopa Unbound as well. These are definitely been confirmed, but interestingly enough, with zekrom, it's got me thinking: do we have Dual Destiny new fusion units? So, are we going to see White and Black Kyurem? And if we do, that is definitely going to be something that is going to be massive hype. And there's rumors that we're going to see that and maybe even get an announcement very soon on these. And honestly, I really hope so. As I think we had a lot of fun with Necrozma, and I'd be really interested with Kyurem as well. We also have going to have guaranteed new Gigantamax and Dynamax units as well. Even though all three of these can be Gigantamax units at some point. The Lapras, we are guaranteed to get this during the season as a Gigantamax. It has Gmax Resonance, which is an ice-based move. It is weak to electric, fighting, grass, and rock. So we are going to be fighting mostly with rock and most likely grass against it, depending on exactly when we get all of the units. It does take reduced water and ice damage, but we really don't have any ice units to attack. But if you do pick up a Lapras and you don't have a good tank, you could use it as a tank as well. But I will create a more specific guide for Gigantamax Lapras on how to beat it with a small team. And with the Lapras stats, overall, they're not the most amazing, but it does have massive HP, and this will be a very interesting healing unit with how much HP it has. I'm a little sad about how little Lapras has for tanking abilities with just water and ice, but still it will be very useful as a healing unit. The next one that we've seen is Dynamax Kingler. It will be, it can be Gigantamax as well. It will take increased damage from electric and grass. And we don't really have a guaranteed electric unit right now. Actually, we do. Sorry, it is toxicity. And so we could use that, but as a Dynamax, really, you could also just take a Venusaur or a Rillaboom as well. It takes reduced damage from fire, ice, steel, and water. The Dynamax is going to be interesting, but I would like for the Gigantamax. And we also got, even though I have it as a Gigantamax Machop, but we are guaranteed the Dynamax Machop as well. All in all, this is going to be interesting. It takes increased damage from Fairy, Flying, and Psychic, and reduced damage from Bug, Dark, and Rock. Overall, this is going to obviously be a very good fighting type, which is what we need it for attack. But its tanking ability is relatively limited. Rock doesn't do that much damage normally, and we don't see that many rock units coming up right now. Drillbur is the one main one there. Dark and Bug are also relatively limited. So all in all, this one is not as exciting other than as a pure fighting attacker. And with that, I do expect better ones to come out at some point as well. We're also going to get at least one new Pokemon debut. Sinistea is shown in the video. It is a it's a dark type. It has increased damage taken from Dark and Ghost and reduces damage from Bug, Poison, Fighting, and Normal. And on top of it, it does have its own upgrade, Polteageist, which is going to take 50 candy. And for the stats there, it's a pretty good attack Pokemon. But all in all, we're really just going to go there for the collection. We are unsure if they are going to release the shiny right away, but I have the shiny picture just in case. Now, for the season, we do have some save the dates. Obviously, we do know that December Community Day is going to be December 21st and 22nd. We know that we are getting another Community Day a couple weeks later on January 5th. Then the Community Day Classic on January 25th, and another Community Day February 9th. And those will be our Community Days for the Dual Destiny season. We also have research breakthroughs. So you're going to see potentially, and all these can be shiny, Lohan Raichu, Pancham, Furfrou, Hisuian Avalog, Jangmo-o, and Frigibax. And for the Eggs-pedition access, it will be sort of the same deal that we had, and we have not heard anything about the Pokecoin like we did for this season. But for the Eggs-pedition access, there will be able to be purchased a new ticket experience that include bonuses and timed research. And each day you will be able to receive an incubator with the first Pokestop or gym photo disc spin each day. This is actually, honestly, I will be purchasing this. We don't know how much it's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be either $15 for the 3 months or $30. Being able to get anywhere between 28, thanks February, to 31 incubators, even though I'm guessing these are going to be only single-use incubators. Still, that is a pretty solid deal as long as you are spinning a Pokestop or gym photo disc each day. All in all, it's definitely going to be a good one. The other questions, though, I have is, are we going to still have increased gifts that we can receive and also open? Those were honestly bigger booms than even the 20 Pokecoins a day. It really helped me increase all the EXP from friendships and really maximize that bonus. And we'll kind of see what we get for additional bonuses, which I'll also cover later on. For eggs this season, 2 kilometer eggs are going to have Psyduck, Swablu, Bonsly, Larvesta, Litleo, and Wimpod. For me, Swablu and Larvestas are really high end for what I need because I desperately need the candies. Bonsly and Litleo are also kind of favorites, and I always love Psyduck, even though I have 5 billion of him. I don't know. He's crazy enough to be something that I can't get upset about. The 5 kilometer eggs, Clamperl, Blitzel, and Inkays. Those, actually, I need Clamperls and Inkays candies really badly. And the 10 kilometer eggs, you get Druggon, Dreepy, and Chardonnay. And for the Adventure Sync rewards, we get Esper, Turnidator, Jangmo-O, Cardichet, and Frigibax. And for the 7 kilometer eggs this season, there's an awful lot of them. We get Alolan Meowth, Grimer, Hisuian, Voltorb, and Quillfish. The Galarian Corsola, which is a new unit, or at least a new skin. And you can get shinies for basically any of these. And you could also get the red striped and blue striped Basculins. For the Adventure Sync rewards, you can get Scarmony, Munchlax, Riolu, Tyrant, and Amura. And for Mateo's gift exchange, you could get a Galarian Farfetch'd, more Corsolas, and that's going to be kind of my main way of trying to get Corsolas is through Mateo. Basculin Red and Blue Striped, and Panchams, which I think we all know what the common reward is going to be for the Mateo eggs. Finally, we also have new, what I say, the common spawns will be in each area. For cities, we have Magneton, and the rest of these can be shiny. We have Porygon, Snubbull, Gulpin, Audino, Clink, and Litwick. In Forest, where I tend to be, we have Butterfree, Nuzleaf, and Staravia. We have, that could be shiny as Skyther, Sunkern, Nuzleaf, Phantup, and Fermantis. For mountains, we have Rhydons, Pupetars, and shinies can be Clefairy, Shuckle, Meditite, Galarian Stunfisk, and Mindfooz. Beaches and water, you could get Poliwraths and Pelipers with Floatzel and Finions as well. The 3 shinies can also be Galarian Slowpoke, Paladin, Wooper, and Lotad. For the Northern Hemisphere as well, we have Gabites and Deerling Winters, along with shinies that could be Absol, Turdwig, Chimchar, Piplup, and Shinx. Finally, in the Southern Hemisphere, we could have Deerling Summers, and everything else could be shinies, including Lapras, Glingar, Treecko, Torchic, Mudkip, and Goomy. With that, that's kind of our sneak peek into Dual Destiny. I'm really hoping that we get more fusion units, and as I say, I expect those to be announced very soon, within the next week or so. But I'm really hoping for that. It is not confirmed, and hopefully we do get it and we don't get disappointed. But all in all, it should be a very exciting season. It is the cold season here in the Northern Hemisphere, so I won't get as much walking done just because of all the snow that we get, but I will be trying to keep up as much as possible. As always, please like and subscribe, and I will always try to do better. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful season.